Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Protein spill. Mike, watch Mike. Hey.
5'2" is the Mike. Mike's 5'2". Mike 5'2".
You can't block. You can't block me.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley.
Get it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You better come out next time, son.
Topper.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 45-yard line.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Leo.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, that QB's
Gone.
Watch that. Hey, switch
to throw on 3rd down. Herbert out to his left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Pittsburgh.
Pick up the ball.
Hey, exit.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Ready?
Back to throw. Herbert. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Don't pull this way.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. 8 yards on the pickup.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Right there.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Kill it, motion me out.
Right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Moore. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look at me, zipper.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Then he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Ebron's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On first down, Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Down. 18 Gator.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back to throw. Herbert steps away to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, watch it.
Go.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2nd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check now. Check 99. Hey, check.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Herbert. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe it'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Anytime your offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Rock it, go. Hut. 6 again.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down, Fields. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Dancing to his left. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here it comes, here it comes. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hopper. Delta.
On 4th down, Fields. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Set, ready. 60 yards.
Choose the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Set.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down now, Barkley. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.